The Bachelorette. Jenn tells one man she loves him, while another worries she can't get there during fantasy suites. Jenn Tran took Devin, Jonathan and Marcus to the fantasy suites on the August 26th episode of The Bachelorette, and one man told her, "You deserve someone that is sure about you." Jenn Tran headed to the fantasy suites on the latest episode of The Bachelorette, but for one man, the overnight date might not have been much of a fantasy. "I can't do it anymore," Devin said in a flash-forward interview at the beginning of the August 26th episode. "This is probably the end for me." But first, Jenn, 26, and Devin, 28, took a helicopter ride in Hawaii. "What I really want to hear is she loves me too," Devin told the cameras. "And not the day before I get down on a knee or anything like that. I want to know so that I can build on that." Jenn said that being with Devin just feels right, and that he makes me feel loved and just supported. "I want to be in love with Devin, and I think I'm really close to that," the physician assistant student added to the cameras. Jenn and Devin landed at a waterfall, and he continued to profess his love for her. "I know why I love you, and that's because you make me feel so secure in my own skin," Devin said to Jenn. Jenn responded by telling Devin that she thought she was on the way there to falling in love with him. Even though Devin told Jenn he'd wait for her to get there, in an on-camera interview he said, "I would like to hear the big L." At dinner, Devin doubled down. "I am in love and I am ready for an engagement," the freight company owner said to Jenn. Jenn explained to Devin that she thought he might be too good to be true, but she still wanted to go to the fantasy suite with him. "I hope to be in love with Devin. I'm not sure when that's going to be," Jenn told the cameras, adding, "I think I'll know it when I know it." They popped champagne in the fantasy suite, and the next morning, Jenn woke up as a happy girl. She said, "After last night, I'd say he's better than Pete Davidson in every way," Jenn said of Devin's doppelganger. Jenn and Devin drank mimosas and ate breakfast, during which she told him, "I can see that future there with you. I can only hope it helps you get out of your head a little bit." Next, Jenn picked up Jonathan in a red Jeep and they tried some fried dough treats called malasadas. "It's definitely worth the cheat day," Jonathan, 27, said. Jenn and Jonathan continued to explore a Hawaiian market and stumbled upon a waterfall. They hopped in the waterfall and made out. "Hometowns was a really big day for us, and seeing how your family saw such a change in you being with me made me feel more confident in our relationship," Jenn later said to Jonathan. Over dinner, Jenn opened up about her identity journey and Jonathan did the same. "I would love for a mixed household," Jonathan said to Jenn. The creative director added that he could see a future with Jenn. "It would be naive of me to say that I couldn't see it," he said. Jenn felt similarly. "Having the conversation that we did at dinner, I felt a lot closer to him," she said in an on-camera interview. "I felt like I could spend the rest of my life with this guy." Jenn invited Jonathan into the fantasy suite, and he accepted. "I have no doubt in my mind that tomorrow I can wake up and say, 'Hey, this is my person. I'm so in love,'" he told the cameras. In the morning, Jonathan said he felt like everything just flowed between him and Jenn the prior night. Jenn joked to Jonathan, "I can't believe I'm in bed with Mummy Man from night one." Marcus's fantasy suite. Marcus went into his overnight date acknowledging, "I'm not to the point of being in love yet." He and Jenn took a sunset cruise to swim with manta rays that glow in the dark at night before sitting down to dinner, where Marcus, 32, got honest with the Bachelorette about how he felt. "You deserve someone that is sure about you," Marcus said to Jenn. "I don't know if I'm putting pressure on myself because of how fast this process has been or how quickly the end of this process is approaching, but it's been hard for me to get to a point where I feel comfortable saying that I'm in love." Jenn dropped her head after hearing that, and Marcus apologized. "You don't have to apologize, you're not doing anything wrong," Jenn assured. Jenn also felt the need to be honest with Marcus about her own feelings. "I would be lying if I didn't tell you that I am in love with you," she said to Marcus. Marcus told Jenn he wanted to continue to try as hard as I can to get there, and the duo decided to head to the fantasy suite together. Last night was, I think, hugely beneficial to the both of us, Marcus declared the next morning. Marcus felt like the overnight date helped move his feelings for Jenn forward. I just want you to know that last night and this morning was extremely special to me, and it definitely helps me with some of the doubts that I was having, he told Jenn. They had breakfast in bed before parting ways. Don't start thinking too much, Jenn said to Marcus. Jenn left her Final Fantasy suite date knowing she had a tough decision to make. It's getting harder every day that I'm here because I do have such strong feelings for all three of them, Jenn told the cameras. Devin contemplates departing. Devin could sense that Jenn still had feelings for the other remaining men, and felt like Jenn may never reciprocate his feelings. I'm waiting for something that I don't know is coming, Devin worried to the cameras. Devin then sat down with host Jesse Palmer to talk through the tough thoughts he'd been having. The Pete Davidson lookalike confessed he wished he asked Jenn blatantly how she felt. I didn't want to put that pressure on her during our overnight date, Devin said, adding, I didn't want to scare her with my true feelings. Devin told Jesse, 45, that he was withering away while waiting for Jenn to tell him she loved him back. She says I make her feel some type of way, but if that's true then why can't I feel it? Devin said. Jesse urged Devin to remain patient. You just have to hang on, the former bachelor said. Devin headed to Jenn's hotel room, prepared to be brutally honest with her, although viewers won't see how the conversation plays out until Tuesday, August 27th. My gut is strongly disagreeing with my heart, Devin said.